Hello my scrappy friends and a big welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, it's Melinda Sweetman here with you for another share for Tracy Reed Designs, and this is our fun YouTube hop for the brand new Strong AF collection. I am doing another Traveler's Notebook um, layout in my Traveler's Notebook for my new smile journey. I'm sorry if you're sick of looking at my face. But these are the photos that really spoke to me. The whole inspiration for this page came from that affirmation sticker there. Thankful for what my body can do. Looking back on the photos that I've taken over the course of my teeth new smile braces journey really got me thinking about how thankful I really am that I have been able to do this. Hopefully it means some long-term good health benefits and those kinds of things. So yeah, that was the inspiration for this. I thought it would be a fun idea to scrapbook so this photo that I've got here is the first day I got braces, and then the other two photos are 1 year in and 2 years in. So I've got 2021, 2022 and 2023. And what I'm working with here is this is one of the plain patterns from the Traveler's Notebook papers. I've actually just filled an entire A4 sheet with that colour and then printed it, folded it in half and stuck it together. I'm printing onto the really thin presentation type paper, and so I wanted it to be a little bit more sturdy, and I figured this was the easiest way to get double-sided patterned paper. So yeah, I folded that in half and then stuck it and cut it to the right size. As you probably noticed, I used the photo to get the sizing correct, and I am creating a waterfall feature on this Traveler's Notebook page today. I thought it would be a fun way to include more than one photo. So I have scored the first bit at the full size of my photo, and then I think I did 1 centimetre and 1 centimetre, and that is like the main waterfall feature done. Firstly, I've got to stick down my first photo, which I realise after I stick it down that this is not the correct order to stick them in. It is indeed the first photo, but it should be the most recent one, which would be the 2023 photo. And I've realised here, I'm like, nope, that's not right. So I'll pull that one off. I'll put my 2023 photo on there, which is this one. And then I will move up to the next score line, put my 2022 photo on here, just applying a little bit of adhesive to where that crease is, and lining up the edges of the photo, and then I can do the third one as well. If you've never made a waterfall feature, the really important thing to remember here is that the only pieces that you need to stick, basically the really short thing that I found was the easiest to remember, is the band that goes around the middle. That's where the adhesive needs to be for the most part, and I'm going to show you how I do that in just a minute. But this is the offcut, so I'm just going to trim that down to about the right size, and then I'm going to wrap it around. So this gets wrapped right around the back of the waterfall, and because I haven't stuck my photo, the bottom photo all the way down, it gets wrapped around onto the paper that's behind that first photo I stuck down. I'm going to really reinforce those score lines and then add a tiny bit of adhesive to these little tabs here, fold that over and stick that down. And do that on both sides. I'm going to keep checking to make sure that this works each time I add adhesive anywhere pretty much. And then I'm going to stick my bottom photo to those flaps as well, reinforce my folds again, make sure this is all going to fit where I want it to fit and how I want it to work. See, so my paper is the right size for out of the page protector. And I'm just checking it's all working, happy with that. I'm going to add some foam adhesive. This is just really, really thin stuff. for my title, making sure it's all still working because I'm a bit paranoid. Yep, that all looks good. I really like the way that looks. All right, so then I've printed some more elements and cut them out. I did hand cut these ones out because they were fairly simple shapes. I've got some film strips from the embellishments, and I've put the years using the grey alphabet onto the red labels, and I'm going to stick those to each of the photos. But before I do that, I'm going to pop this panel up, again using that really thin foam adhesive. I thought I'd cut this out, so apologies, it's not the most exciting thing to watch in the world. But take that adhesive off, and then I can pop that onto my background. I love this wonky black stripe, it's awesome. I did use some wet glue as well, just to make sure everything stays. I'm going to eyeball it, make sure it's straight. Those holes on the left hand side kind of make it a bit easier as well. Alright, so I'm showing you there, that is where I'm going to apply my adhesive, but first this film strip is going underneath to the right hand side on an angle, and I want it to pop out just a tiny bit at the bottom, and here we go. I'm going to show you again. I'm just applying adhesive to that band there, because if you stick anything else down, the waterfall feature will not move. Okay, so happy with that. I also printed some of the florals from the digital embellishments. So I'm going to use just one floral and a couple of leaves here. I'm going to play with that. Again, I want to make sure that everything moves properly. So you can see I do that and I'm like, why is the flower not moving? So I played with that for a minute, realised that I think I'd actually tucked it into the layers in between rather than just underneath all of the photo and stuff. So I'm going to very carefully apply adhesive again, making sure that I'm only applying adhesive where I want it and not somewhere where it's going to stop that waterfall feature from moving. Open it again, yep, make sure everything's going to tuck under there correctly. Alright, I wanted to add just a little bit of journaling. There's not really anywhere that I can add it to the front. It's not that it's hidden journaling as such, it's just behind there because it's just the best place for it. I've got this little journaling box from the stickers. I'm just going to trim that down a little bit, get rid of the banner that's on the right hand side, and add my journaling to that. Make sure it's even on both sides. So as you are probably aware, this collection is all about being strong and healthy as opposed to fad diets and being tiny and being a certain number on the scales, which I really love. I love this so much. It's an awesome collection. I am using it a little bit off, I forgot the word, off the main focus of the collection, but it's still focused on me and being strong and healthy and what my body can do. So I thought that this was a fun way to use this collection and a little bit different. Off theme, that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry guys. Done a few voiceovers, you will hear them all in the next couple of days I think, so you might, yeah, please forgive me. So I'm just going to add my title there. Again, I'm just going to make sure that nothing's sticking where I don't want it to, test that mechanism again. I'm going to add in my labels. So I'm first going to just trim them down. You can see I've printed them so that they're all on one end or the other of those labels, and I have intentionally done the two so they go to the right hand side of the photo and one to the left hand side of the photo, just for a bit of interest. Alright, so a little bit of adhesive and I'll stick those down, just lining them up with the edge of the photo. And once I have done that, I will add my journaling, which isn't a ton. I've got it right next to me. It says, after a lifetime, okay, 41 years of having my teeth the way they were, the changes in 2 years are pretty impressive. So nothing super hidden or top secret or anything, just that was the best place to put it. I wanted to add some of these enamel dots, especially considering I've only got 4 white ones left, so I'm like, right, how can I get 4 on here? So I end up with 7, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 9, I don't know. I end up using all the white ones and black ones as well, so I'm happy. Not all the black ones. So I'm just placing those. I do 2 triangles of 3 with the black ones, so on the 3 labels, and then I do a triangle of 3 with the black ones down around the title, and then I come in and pair some of the white ones up with black ones. That's how I did it. I really love how this page came together, and it's a really fun way of including extra photos without adding a ton of bulk or taking up a ton of real estate on the page. I will make sure I link everything in the description box below of everyone that's hopping along. So make sure you follow along. There is a ton of inspiration. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your scrappy time with me. I really, truly do appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, please make sure you drop them below. That also includes if you have any questions around how I do anything on, like in Photoshops or Silhouette Studio, that kind of stuff. Like I said before though, thanks so much for choosing to spend your scrappy time with me. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you, and a big thank you to all of my current subscribers. I hope you have a fantastic scrappy day, my friends.